Trev, Ten Hag, no booze, we're weighing you. All right. Tell us something we don't know about. Players don't booze now, do they? They get weighed all the time.
No, I think at the right times, like we've seen in the summer, where they've got a few weeks off, few months off, they'll go on it, they'll have a good time. But in the season, it's so competitive now, and the schedule is so busy that they don't really go out that much anyway.
No.
But I don't think there's a problem, personally, if you're an individual, you're not going out onto the town, but you go home after a game. We were speaking about it before, Sam, and you can't sleep. And this is the problem. If you can't sleep and then all of a sudden
especially after a game.
After a game, you're still buzzing, you can't come down. After a game, you might want a glass of red wine just to chill you out and get your head down. Now, if you start taking tablets, this is where the problems can lead.
Well, we're going to come on to that, right?
Yeah.
So what about Martial then?
Yeah, big story back at the Sun. Neil Custis in Perth on the United pre-season tour writes this morning, Erik Ten Hag has stopped Manchester United selling Martial this summer. He sees the French striker as an important member of his squad. United were ready to listen to offers for the out-of-form player after he was on loan last season at Sevilla, but Ten Hag has told the club chiefs he wants to keep him and is convinced he can get him firing again. He has scored in all 3 of the Red Devils friendlies. Trev, do you think Anthony Martial long term will work out at Manchester United? And the big question is he a number 9 or is he best playing on the wing?
I think he's a number 9. I don't think he's got the athleticism and the will to want to work as a winger, because out of possession you've got to work really hard up and down that flank. Remember when he came in with the fanfare, the new Thierry Henry?
Yeah, it was massive, wasn't it?
He's a good finisher. He's strong in possession. I think he's quick. So he has got everything that you need, but it's just not happened under the managers previously at Manchester United. But Ten Hag could be the one. Simplify it. Back to goal, play the way you're facing, get in the office.
It's
as simple as that.
He looked moody to me.
Yeah, but I think I opened up. Yeah, steady, Al. You can't say that. But I opened up talking out of turn. But I think he had a relationship that broke down, and he was away. Manchester's not the most glamorous place. Rains a lot. He might have been feeling sorry for himself. So I think if he's new lease of life, new manager, he could be the one for Manchester United. It didn't start off well, but he's worked hard. He's been given a second chance, and this could work out for Manchester United.
Picture of Darwin Núñez celebrating on the back of the Mail this morning. The headline.
He was getting pelters.
He missed an open goal, didn't he, in a pre-season friendly last week? And bless it, he got absolute pelters on social media. I've seen compilations of bad touches and everything. So I think it's only fair now to mention the headline: Demolition Darwin, £85 million man hits for Liverpool beating Leipzig 5-0 in a friendly yesterday. It's only pre-season, isn't it, right?
Oh my days.
But given the fact that already people are asking questions about him, is it important for a striker in pre-season, Trev, to hit the ground running? Or is it all about just getting minutes under your belt?
I think it's important to hit the ground running, full stop, for a striker. Especially for a striker. Goals, take the pressure off. Everyone's talking in a good light about you. He scored that goal this week, luckily, or fortunately for him, but I mean, what is going on? It's pre-season. That's where you make your mistakes. That's where you sharpen your tools, hone your skills. Why are they going so mad? Because he missed a chance pre-season. Do you know what I mean? He's probably had a really good summer. He's just made an absolutely superb move to Liverpool. He's chilled out for a little bit. Come back, first game, missed a chance. So what? Listen, he'll have thick skin. He'll be able to deal with that. And that goal will do him a bit of confidence. Make his teammates believe in him a little bit more, but it's all about first game of the season.
Yeah, you do need as a striker, if he can get off to a flyer, and it is nice, you get in a habit as a striker of one touch finish, or if you've got time, you take your 1, 2, 3 seconds finish. If you get into the habit of hitting the back of the net, it continues. It's fantastic. It's a great feeling.
Was it important for you in pre-season now?
Score goals? Your fitness level is very important. You don't want an injury, do you?
That's the main thing. That is the paramount. Yeah. Everyone talks about winning games, and none of that matters. What matters is being 100% fit at the start of the season, 6th of August.
So we were in Amsterdam for the Amsterdam tournament, and Brighton were part of it, and we played them over there, and we battered them. And I mean, it was like, I was going to say it was like friendly, because it's pre-season. It was a little tournament, and let's just say the boys weren't maybe living the way they should be living. The Brighton boys, we weren't too bad, but we were in the same sort of complex. You could hear them coming in at night and all that.
Yeah, brilliant.
And they were, you could tell they'd been out. But first game of the season, down at the Goldstone, they beat us.
Really?
Yeah, they beat us. So, you've got to have that fitness level. You're hoping you don't get injured. But as a striker, if you can get a few early doors pre-season and it continues, you're away, you're offline.
A lot of people, when they're talking about the title race, have City's favourites. A lot of people think Spurs are going to do well. I'm hearing a lot of people thinking Liverpool, no Mane next season, could maybe struggle. Where do you see Liverpool next season?
I think it's a compliment to Mane, how everyone rates him and how important they've seen him in the Liverpool team. Núñez to come in and do a similar job to that, I'd be very surprised. First season in the Premier League to emulate what Mane's done over the last 5-6 seasons. Be very surprised if he can get to them levels straight away. So I think that's why maybe a few people are like, I wouldn't say discounting Liverpool, but they just say, you look at the signings that Manchester City have made, you look at the signings that Spurs have made, you look at the manager at Spurs, and you just think some of these teams might have made a little bit of ground on Liverpool.
Do you agree with that, Al?
Well, I still think it'll be City and Liverpool who fight it out, but I'm hoping, I said yesterday, I hope it's going to be closer.
Yeah.
And Tottenham look as if...
Well, what do you mean closer? Because it was close between Liverpool and City.
Oh, no. I mean,
but
the chasing
rest,
pack,
the race,
closing up on Liverpool and City. That's what I'd like to see. And there's no reason why Spurs can't get closer. Manchester United, look, it's only pre-season, but they've started well, haven't they? And it's good vibes we're hearing from Man United now. So can they push up there? Can West Ham have another decent one? What about Arsenal? No one's mentioned Arsenal. Chelsea, what about Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea's the one. I think Manchester City's the one as well, because you look at the talent that they've let go and potentially going to let go. They've let Zinchenko go. Sterling's gone. Jesus is gone. Bernardo Silva is rumoured to be, I believe, a gentleman's agreement was made last year because he was a bit not homesick, but the lifestyle doesn't really suit him and his family. So I think there was, I might be wrong here, but I believe there was a gentleman's agreement that he could go next year. Which is this summer. Wow. So, and the rumour's not going away. It's in the papers again today. So, if Bernardo Silva goes as well, you're talking 4 top players who contributed so much to Manchester City. So, obviously, Alvarez is coming. Haaland's coming. You've got a goalkeeper that's coming. You've got Calvin Phillips that have come. So, they have got players that have come in. But again, are they going to be able to replicate what them 4 players have brought to Manchester City?
It's going to be interesting. We don't have too long to wait.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.